Guys, I'm getting ready to pick up a load in Colton, California at the Walmart distribution center. Kind of my home, well, home close to home, I guess I can call it. I'm currently in San Bernardino at the moment, southbound on the 215. I'm getting ready to cross under the 210 freeway, or California Highway 210, however you want to call it. State Route 210, doesn't matter. Basically, just north of downtown San Bernardino. Just gonna do a little quick, well, not too quick, I guess. Show you my one of the ways I take into there. I will probably take Rancho Avenue to the DC. It's not quite as truck friendly. There's a tight right turn to make, but depending on the traffic conditions, I sometimes will go that way. It being a Saturday afternoon, I don't think I'm really expecting anything of any concern over there, so I might go ahead and go that way. Normal way to go in, though, is to take Riverside Avenue down from I-10. There are actually a few different ways to go. If you saw my last video where I did the Walmart DC in Riverside, you can even get off at any of those exits down there too, whether it's Martin Road or Iowa Street or Center. Usually I would take Center if I'm going to the Colton DC, if I want to take the 215 all the way down. This time around I plan to take Rancho down, and just to kind of show you, it's a little bit different route. It is a truck legal route. It's just just not the most truck friendly right turn to make from Rancho Avenue onto Agua Mansa Road, which you'll see here in a bit. And I also want to do this because I know Scotty D67 or Scotty Demarest or Demarest, whatever, wherever you watch this from and wherever you know him from. If he's Scotty D67 on YouTube or Scotty Demarest on Facebook, he and I were talking in person about this particular route that I'm going to take before, and there are options into there. And because I know he said he usually goes straight down Riverside Avenue and makes the left onto Miguel Bustamante. Just south of the Sierra England terminal. Now the route I take is a little bit shorter in distance, not by much, probably maybe a couple miles, but like I say, it's more. It's an easy route. It's just that right turn to make from Rancho onto Agua Mansa. It's where the biggest concern is for a truck. It's also a tight left, kind of a tight left turn getting off the freeway too. It's not an extremely wide street you're going to see when we get up there. May run into a little bit of slowing down here over by Auto Plaza Drive. It's an on-ramp over here. It's a cloverleaf on-ramp that merges right into a lane that's ending as well, so it tends to be a little bit of a bottleneck over here. Don't really anticipate much for problems here, though. The Google Maps, the traffic data was showing, actually looking better. When I first left the house, though, there was an accident down here, and that was going to cause some problems. Guess who's back? Jimbo's back. Jimbo and Jackie show. Whatever. I don't listen to radio anymore, so I don't even know what station they're on. I want to go around this guy, but again, I only got one more exit here before I get to the 10 freeway. It's Orange Show Road and Auto Plaza Drive, and honestly, now I'm seeing a slowdown coming up anyway. Who's this? Oh, it's 3808. Hey Tracy, which way are you going? Tracy Callan, you got it? Yeah, someone I know from our company was just going the other way. His name's Tracy. I just saw him on our drop yard last night when I was picking this trailer up. I said maybe he's going up toward, the same direction I'm going, which my load's going to be going to Missouri. Mom's van over here on the right. Yeah, this ramp here that's merging into me now is not such a concern. The one up here where you see the truck and the other cars on the Cloverleaf ramp is the one that always causes bottlenecks here. And now we're pretty clear here. Yeah, well, a lot of them are trying to stay on the 215, but some of us who are on the 215 need to move over to get onto the 10. I'm gonna stay in this lane all the way onto the 10. Tank there or something. Two four-wheelers coming up in the other lane. I like to be in this lane here because their lane's going to merge into me, and I'd rather not be the one merging into someone else's lane. Honda coming up. Yeah, just barely leaving me any space at all, but it's good. I can tell they're checking up to let me in. They're just not leaving me as much space as I'd rather them leave me. Yeah, only like 3 exits down. Got Mount Vernon, and then got 9th Street. Then right after that is Rancho Avenue. And 2 exits past that is Riverside Avenue. That's the way most people go to get over to this DC. I'll eyeball what the overpass looks like to give me a kind of a hint at what kind of traffic's on Rancho. It's usually not that heavy, and what usually I do see is a lot of times getting onto the 10 here, but I think that ramp is closed. Sorry, dude, I'm less than a mile away from my exit. I'm not moving over. Once I'm within a couple miles of my exit.
I want people to give you the real. Never even once.
Like somebody's getting airlifted to the local trauma center over here at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center. I don't know if my dash cam's picking him up. There's a helicopter coming in right there. I can tell he's getting ready to land at the helipad over at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center. That's our county hospital here in San Bernardino County. Yeah, I think he might be a little bit too low now. Yeah, I don't see much going on Rancho Avenue, so I'm going to go ahead and go that way. I say, I'm really choosy about when I come through here. If I'm going to come through here when I think there might be any bit of traffic, or like commute kind of traffic, I'll stay away from this route because I don't want to try to make that right turn on Aguamansa when I have other traffic coming behind me, or if there's a better chance that I'm going to have traffic on Aguamansa trying to make the left turn onto Rancho. Because it's only one lane going west on Aguamansa, and then you have a left turn lane and a straight through lane going eastbound, and it's just a tight turn to make. So I have to swing really wide on here on Rancho Avenue if I'm going to attempt this at all. Unless the left turn lane is free. So we still got a green arrow here on Rancho. Good number of cars getting off, but they're all going here, going north on Rancho from here. Only have four southbound vehicles, and one of them just got on the westbound freeway. Okay, I've got yellow light over here. Red. All right, now I've got green. Looking really good so far. Just got this one guy right here in the white Silverado. Everybody else is back there at the light for the westbound off-ramp. Speed limit here is 45, but I usually rather do 35-ish around this curve. This guy's gonna might have a fun time with that on-ramp there, the eastbound side. I didn't even pay much attention to how much different the ramp is, because there are a lot of times trucks get stuck on the wall there trying to make the right turn onto the on-ramp, onto the eastbound 10 on-ramp. They had it closed down for a while. I could have sworn, I thought I just noticed it open right now, but I didn't pay close attention to how much different it looked. Come on, Jeep, get around me. Go around me, come on. Yeah, I got left turn traffic up here, so I gotta worry about this Jeep behind me now. There, now we go. Now he's going. He's the only traffic behind me, so that's good. I own both lanes, so let's see, I don't see anybody coming over here. I do have one more car in the left lane, on the left through lane here, number one through lane, and there's a reason why I'm straddling these lanes, because especially now I see other traffic coming over here. How wide I had to swing it, and my tandem's actually tracked perfectly around the curve. I didn't get too close to the curve, but I didn't get too far away from it either. It was just exactly right. And you saw how I actually went halfway, pretty good distance into the through lane on the eastbound side. So that's why I usually say be really careful about going this way if you're going to do it at all. And remember it, if it's somebody else's lane, it belongs to them, not you. You don't enter the intersection until it's until you know for sure you clear. Damn it. pretty easy drive from here though to get over to the DC. It's light traffic. Okay, I got this brand new Walmart DC right here. It's like a dry facility, I think. Go past. Not this light, but the next one down will be Miguel Bustamante Parkway, which is the one that my shipper's on. Very, very extremely common pickup point for JCT drivers. I used to always pick up from this same DC when I was in the Walmart dedicated fleet over at CR8 Link 2. So needless to say, I know this DC really well. I was kind of wondering about trucks that are coming this direction because I don't know that many of them know the history of problems with trucks getting stuck on the northbound Rancho to eastbound 10 on-ramp, making that turn there. I've seen more than a few trucks get stuck there and need to get pulled off the wall by a wrecker because they get stuck there. I mean, it's a turn that can be made, but again, it's one of these wide turns that you just saw me have to make to get onto this street. It's pretty much the same kind of turn, but no margin for error on the right side. So if you don't do it right, your trailer's gonna get stuck on the Jersey barrier. Come on, there's nobody coming. Over my 2 hours. Got at least 2 other JCT trucks here in line. Very common time for us to be here too. Familiar to me. Got Kenworth over here. Is that one of the new ones? 4030. Number sounds familiar. Okay, I've seen that one before. I just don't know who the driver is. Shipper 0914 1530 trailer 6427. Well, the fact that I saw Tracy leaving, gonna go north on 215, and I'm pretty sure he picked up here. It's a better hint that maybe my load is ready to go. I don't know what I'd call super hot, but definitely too hot for a lot of people. Come on. Took a bit of time to get the air back to my clutch or to my brakes so I can move. ready yet. It's actually in a door right now. I'm gonna drop this trailer in the drop line first. We have a Walmart dedicated truck with a weight problem. Yeah, he looks like he's putting his trailer back in the door to get reworked. Okay, now this side of the building, if you have never been here before, I know a lot of you guys seen this, might have been, or seen this place, but this particular side of the building can be a real pain in the butt to back into because it's a tight lane. I see a black JCT, looks like a Kenworth or something down here. In the north, okay, we drop our empties in row E and F. 3964. So we got at least 3 JCT trucks over here. Oh, my trailer's over here on this side, so I'll have to. Yeah, I'll drop my empty and then go check in first and come back and park in front of my trailer. Go ahead and park it here. So this row I'm right in front of it is row E, and then the row I'm backing into is row F. This is where he dropped the empties. This row I'm right in front of it is row E, and then the row I'm backing into is row F. This is where he dropped the empties. Not the greatest setup, but okay. I can tell from my ICC bar I'm a little further away than I want to be, so I'm gonna put some more in, as I call it, articulation in, so I can get it to rotate a little bit harder. See, now the ICC bar is tracking the way I want it to. Makes me a lot less risk of hitting the trailer on my blind side. Okay, now I got it where I want it. Go hard right forward. Alright, now then hard back to chase it. Alright, good. Alright, time to go check in now. He's waiting for me anyway, so get out of his way as quickly as I can. Not into speeding through lots, but I'm also not into being in the yard jockey's way. Okay, the Walmart side, check in over here by door 215. On the Sam's Club side, check in over on the other side, we're already past. And it'll take him a minute to get over this gate. I'll park over here by this light blue bobtail that you see the guy getting into right now. Park over there, check in, and then I'll end up probably hanging out in front of my trailer. Later on, the yard jockey will tell me when I can move it away from the door. When that happens, I'll end up coming back over here to this side, parking over here by where these trucks are you just saw me pass by, and wait for my bills. trailer's in the door, and yeah, just exactly like I said earlier, it's same process that I mentioned on the way over here. Let's go hang out in front of my door, in front of my trailer. Don't hook up to it. And when the load's done, at least loading up, the yard jockey will come over and basically tell me or either them or either they'll come over or the guys here in the office will actually call me up and tell me that I can pull away from the door and wait for my paperwork. And when that happens, like I said, I'll park in one of these spots right behind me and wait, which will probably take another hour at least, and then wait on him. Yeah, wait probably at least another hour after the once I pull the trailer out of the door, then the bills will be ready and I can finally sign them and get out of here. No trucks coming the other way, just got these pedestrians. It's not Munoz, is it? I see an owner-operator truck back on one of our trailers into a spot over here. No, that's not Munoz. Yeah, there's a guy, I think his name's Omar, if I remember right. I've talked to him a few times. Bateman Transport. Right here next to this Scott Transport in Chaffee, Missouri. It's well, the light's green, so either they're done loading it or haven't even started. Hopefully they're done, just have to go through the rest of the process, so find out here in a bit. Alright, so I'll just camp out here and hang out and wait for my load, and then go pull the trailer out of here and go around the other side and wait again.
You're all good.
They go around and wait for bills?
Yeah, hook up, pull out, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and then they'll call me when bills are ready.
Yeah, they'll call you in about like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what they always tell us to tell you guys, but who fucking knows when though.
Yeah, I've been here too many times, I know better. Thanks. body into it next time. Damn it. Come on. These fucking England drivers don't stop for the stop sign. Shit. Over here. Oopsie, Covenant. I just watched you hit that trailer. I heard something fall from that other trailer, so... This Covenant truck is 1203019. Hey, this FOI, whatever you hit over there caused something to fall. I don't know what it was. Yeah, you hit that trailer over there. Okay. You hit that corner of that trailer. I heard something fall. I don't know what it was though.
That's rough.
All right, man. The trailer he hit didn't really have any real issues with. Come on, dude. Go by me. So I need the room to swing back around the other way. So I'm not giving up my space. Anyway, the driver said, I guess he's just getting used to driving a Kenworth. He's used to driving Freightliners, and those of you who are familiar with that know that Freightliners, the cab portion is wider, and it's easier to see the trailer, and the way the trucks turn too. The visibility is definitely different. I had the same experience when I first got in this truck, because I was used to driving Freightliners before also, and I remember my first couple times backing with this truck, I was like, I can barely even see my trailer. I had to stick my head further out the door to have a really much better idea what I was looking at. So it just took getting used to. But now, there was like a small, I don't know, like kind of like a ceramic or whatever looking piece that came off the very top of that trailer next to him, which was some local companies out of Fontana. So I told him I'm just going to leave it up to him to decide whether to report it or anything, because it did cause damage, but it was so superficial and in a not so obvious spot that honestly, if I had done it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I would worry about that. Okay, I got 11,260 on the steers. 42, so about 31,000-ish on the drives. I don't think this is going to be a very heavy load. Yeah, we're looking good here. So I can tell by where the by where the last pallets in my trailer were when I pulled away from the dock door, it was probably not going to be the heaviest load. 69,000, it doesn't surprise me. I knew for sure it wasn't going to be like some 75K or heavier scale weight. So, yeah, we're looking good. Get checked out and get out of here. Now, normally I would go around the where rows F and G are. When I came straight around the south side of the building, just go straight back to the back corner and circle around. But just kind of got in this hurry up and get out of here mode that I didn't think about hitting the scale first. And then when I did, I had to think about this trailer, the last pallet is several feet in from the from the back of the trailer, and it's only a single pallet that's only maybe 4 feet or so tall, 3 or 4 feet. And then the double and taller pallets are behind it. So that's a pretty good indication I'm not very heavy. Alright, y'all, that pretty much summed up my day here over at the Colton at the Walmart DC in Colton. I hope you got some good information or at least some kind of entertainment, whatever the case might be, out of this. With the Covenant driver, I just let him do what he, there's just a small piece that came off the top of the trailer next to him, so I'm just kind of like, see no evil, hear no evil, and let him be responsible for whether he wants to report it or not. So, because it was such a minor, like just a small, like ceramic looking chip. But, alright, anyway, I need to get about ready to get moving again. I'm running really tight on my ETA now because of that, all that happened with this video. I have an appointment time at 03:10 on the 17th. It's going to Harrisonville, Missouri, and I got to run 1,300 miles in 2 shifts to do it. So, and my ETA right now is about 0030, 0100 that same morning. So running really tight, and 650 mile shifts is no joke. I mean, I can run 700 miles, but it takes pretty much my whole shift to get or a really good chunk of my shift to do 700. And I have a lot of hills to deal with here in western Arizona, and then some more hills to deal with in New Mexico. So it's going to be a little fun experience here. They put me on the repower monitor list or swap list, whatever, just in case I have any problems. They already know that it's running really tight, so they do the swap monitor thing just in case as a backup. Whether or not I do this load, I take this load all the way to Harrisonville, I don't know. We'll find out here, okay? But I need to get moving, or run in real quick and take over what I got to do, and then get on duty as soon as my 10-hour break is up. So anyway, that's all I have for this viewing. And if you liked what you saw here, please like and subscribe as usual, and I'll have more to come. Thanks.